Wait. There weren't that kind of zombies in this movie. Let's talk World War Z. Mike's Movie Reviews. Yeah. Alright, guys, I went into this movie thinking this was going to be the worst zombie movie since Warm Bodies, which is saying a lot because I really dislike Warm Bodies. But I'm glad to say that I was wrong, and I did not hate this movie. This movie was a lot better than I thought it would be. I never read the book, so I can't give a comparison with the book. I've heard the story is different just from people that have read the book, but I'm not sure. I do read, and I plan to get on that, and then once I read the book, maybe I'll do a comparison of the two, but from what I saw, I enjoyed this movie. Alright, let's start off, as always, by talking about the cast. I really can't tell you any of the people's names besides Brad Pitt, just because I'm not good with actor names, and I really can't think of exactly who's in the movie. But the supporting cast all around was pretty good, except his wife, I just think, made some dumb decisions in the movie. There's some really great supporting characters. He runs into a couple of doctors along the way. Now, there's one doctor he meets in the plane, which there's a scene involving him that's just so stupid that it was just a cop-out to get rid of his character. It wasn't very believable. Then there's another doctor that he meets later who works at the World Health Organization. That guy's good. And then another standout supporting actor I would say would be the soldier that he meets when he goes to Korea. His character was really good and I enjoyed it. And then also the soldier girl who's in the movie that he travels with, she also did a great job in the movie. And we get to Brad Pitt, and I think Brad Pitt did a fine job in this movie. I think other people could have done the part. Like, it didn't necessarily need to be Brad Pitt. But the problem I had with his character is that they didn't make it evident what his name was until like 30, 40 minutes into the movie. So I'd already established his character as Brad Pitt. So instead of me thinking of him as his character, I was thinking, okay, this guy's Brad Pitt. So it's not a fault to Brad Pitt. I think it was the director's fault in the fact that he didn't introduce the character's name before. So I just watched the movie thinking, okay, the Brad Pitt character, not Jerry, which is the guy's name. Maybe I just missed it at the beginning, so maybe that's my own fault. I just felt that should have been more evident at the beginning. At times, this movie gets a little 2012-ish, meaning that there's a lot of times when it could have easily been death for the main characters, but they somehow survived it just by luck, just by timing. But it wasn't like as over the top as 2012 was, where like every 30 seconds they should have died and somehow got away. But there are definitely some times when that could have happened. And then there's that plane scene that you see in all the commercials. Now, when I saw this in the previews, I kept saying, oh, this scene's going to be stupid. Why would the zombie be on the plane? I originally thought there was going to be a tower of zombies that actually ripped the plane apart. But that scene actually wound up being a really cool scene, the way it's done. I think if they wouldn't have showed it in the previews, that it would have been better. But it was still really cool seeing the previews and then seeing what they did and made me think it was going to be another way that it wasn't. It was really neat. And what I really liked about this movie is that I went in thinking I was going to get a dumb zombie movie. And instead, I wound up getting a good infection movie. But the infection just happened to be something that caused zombieism. Because they're not zombies in the traditional sense. They're zombies in a parasite form infecting people. And because this is the zombie route they choose to go with, basically form like super rabies, the way that they decided to be able to fight the zombies, what they realized was their flaw, I thought was really neat, and I hadn't thought about. I thought of some other things that could have happened, but they went a different route, and it was neat, and it was clever, and I didn't see anyone do that in another zombie movie before, so I thought that was really neat. Now let's get to rating this movie. I have a new rating system that I made, and I'll devote a video to that in the future. So this movie is what I would call a 7.5. It's what a C+ is, and it's what I'm calling worth a watch in theaters. Um, go watch this movie. It's worth watching in theaters. Like I said, that's why that's going to be in my rating system. And tell me what you think below in the comments. Subscribe, hit the like button, and watch my other reviews and the ones in the future. See you. Subscribe. I also want to give a quick shout out to my sister for creating the new animations I have in my video. They're drawings, and they're good, and they're a lot better than what I had. Alright, see you.